Hi guys, just thought I'd make another video. I'm on my way home from work. We got off early today because the temp service I work for lost the account because of people coming to work not being able to perform. And first of all, half the people didn't even show up. And then the half that were there, half of them were smelling like marijuana. They had the smell on their person, So that means they smoke it enough to where it's in their clothes and everything or whatever, And the boss smelled it and they were like, you gotta go. So they got rid of some people first thing this morning. So we were short. So combination of people that didn't show up at all, period, and the other people they had to send home because of smelling like marijuana, they were only able to run one line. So it was a pretty easy day, but we weren't able to keep up because the people that did show up that didn't smell like marijuana were working as if they were under the influence of marijuana. They were slow, sluggish, they couldn't keep up. Argumentative when the boss would say something to them or try to give them instruction to help them do better. And so they just got sick of it. They said, you know what, that's it. They did what they came around and they says, listen, we got too many people, we're gonna have to send some people home. So they say, okay, any volunteers want to go home or whatever? So they came over and looked over. One guy said he wanted to go, so the guy left. And then they said, if I don't get any volunteers, I'm gonna have to choose somebody or whatever. So they chose a couple of people or whatever. They chose me, and I'm like, why would they choose me to go home? As hard as I was working there, I was doing a good job too, But it became clear why they chose me, because they wanted to get my name, so they would know who to keep and who to get rid of or whatever, But anyway, long story short, as I was leaving, I went down the stairs while I changed my clothes or whatever. And the next thing I know, other people are coming down the stairs right behind me. I'm like, what's going on? I thought they only needed two people. What's going on? You guys are off too? Like, yeah, we all off. Everybody off. They canceled their account. I'm like, what? So obviously what they did was they wanted the people that they liked, that worked good, they wanted to know who their names were, so they picked them first to go home because they wanted to know who they were, so they could say these people are okay, but we're going to cancel an account because there's too many of them that are bad. Like I always say, whenever people, even when we were in school, they would say, well, the whole class can't go on the trip or the whole class has to stay late after school or whatever because of the few bad people in the class. Everybody gets to stay, over whatever. But that's not true. That's the game teachers play. That's the game that authority figures play to get you to turn against each other. Really, it's the majority of the people that are doing bad, so they punish the people that aren't doing bad along with the people that are, But anyway, so we're off of that account or whatever, Now they called me and they said, what happened out there? I said, well, I don't know. I said, we were working or whatever. I was doing a good job, I thought, and everything. They said, well, they called us about you. They said, you're doing a good job or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay. So they did call and talk to the people and said, no, this guy's a good worker. We're not getting rid of the closing account because of him, but it's because of the other people. But I just recently found out that today happens to be a holiday, a weed smokers holiday. This is 4/20, 4th month, 20th day. That happens to be code for marijuana, 4/20. I didn't know that. I'm sorry, I'm a square. I don't do drugs or whatever, so I don't know the lingo and whatever. But anyway, here in Bizarro world, they've made a holiday out of smoking weed, and they've made they've designated today as weed smoking day, So go figure, Like I say, I got a drug problem, I live in a world full of people that do drugs. And people that do drugs are under the influence of said drugs. And so they're going to do stuff that's not exactly good for anybody, really. They're unpredictable and it's just, crazy. And it goes deeper than that, I mean, that's on the surface. But what people really don't understand and don't know is that drugs are demonic. I mean, demonic is in religious, like God and the devil and demons and, stuff like that and whatever. People don't believe in that stuff and whatever, but I believe in it. I don't see any evidence of it. I can't put my finger, but I see how things happen, Just like I can't see oxygen, but I know it exists. I can't see hydrogen or helium, but I know it exists because you can prove that it exists because you can see the effects of it, And that's how demons and devils and, evil spirits and stuff like that are. And wherever there's weed or marijuana, excessive amounts of alcohol, excessive amounts of any other kind of drugs, there's going to be demonic situations going on there. People are being possessed by demons, and the way they get possessed by the demons is because they're doing drugs and alcohol. And just because people are doing drugs and alcohol doesn't mean they have a demon in them or that they're being possessed by demons. But people that are possessed by demons and have demons in them and do things, whatever, including sociopaths, because that's what drugs do to you. Getting high, getting drunk, being on cocaine, you name any of those drugs, including some of the psychiatric medication, that stuff turns you into a sociopath. It removes your sense of compassion for other people. It removes your sense of, because these people, they have no shame, so they don't care what other people think. So they, a person under the influence, he can be ugly as dirt, but he'll have the confidence to go up to the most beautiful woman in the room and talk to her like as if he thinks he's Brad Pitt or somebody. That's what drugs will do. That's why you see most of these sociopaths with gorgeous women, because regular guys don't have the balls to talk to these women because they figure that they don't want to talk to them or whatever. But a sociopath or somebody on drugs or on alcohol, they got the liquid courage. They don't have no problem talking to them or whatever. So if you're a gorgeous woman and you got you an asshole, that's the reason. Because you got yourself a damn demon, because this guy has been smoking enough weed and drinking enough liquor or doing enough cocaine to where he has the balls to come up to you and talk to you. Whereas the nice guys, they just fade off into the shadow. They're gonna lose. And you're not gonna even take a second look at them because you want the guy that's exciting, the guy that's outgoing, the guy that's got confidence, and that's the kind of guy you're gonna get, and that's the kind of guy that's gonna come up on you. He's gonna be a sociopath, or he's gonna be somebody that's high on drugs of one form or another, and that makes him a sociopath during the time that he's on this substance, and if he's a sociopath, that's why, So you take a good look at your boyfriend or your husband, the guy you're married to, or the guy you're going out with. This guy is demon possessed. That's what social pathology is. They've made a clinical term for it because they're not gonna say that it's I gotta Nope, can't do that. Anyway, I'm driving. But they're not going to say that it's demons possession people. They're going to try to find a clinical way to say these people have mental illness, or they're antisocial, borderline personality, stuff like that. Whatever they come up with crazy names for it, and whatever. But it is demonic possession. Demons have control of these people, and they're up to no good, and they're doing bad things and whatever. And that's what a sociopath is. That's what a drunk is. That's what an alcoholic is. That's what a weed smoker is. That's what a meth person is, whatever. You know, that's all there is to it. And you live in a world full of them, and they're going to affect you one way or another, you know. So the way it affected me, I just lost my job because of it, you know. But I'm okay because I'll find something else. The temp service knows it wasn't my fault. And they'll find me something else. They always do. They keep me busy, you know. So I'm not worried about that. But I liked, you know, having my money coming in at a nice flow and uninterrupted, you know. So now I'm gonna go home. I get off early today, so I'm gonna lose this time. And when I get home tomorrow, they'll probably have me something for tomorrow. But I just don't like the fact that you know, this has happened. But it all works out in the end, because there is a God, and just like there's demons and devils, there's a God, you know, and he'll turn something bad into something good. What's probably going to happen is I'm probably going to end up getting a job that's closer to home, so I don't have to burn as much gas. I don't have to work around a bunch of dope addicts. It'll be a better job. I'll like it better, and it'll be more of a you know, better situation, you know. Just like that night when I was in Florida, I ended up, you know, getting my car wrecked by a guy that was demon possessed, you know. And it was demon possession of people around me that caused me to be in that situation. But ended up happening was I ended up being able to get back home. I was able to get cold. But which reminds me, oh my God, yesterday was Cole's birthday. That was the day I got cold, the 19th of May. I totally forgot about that, whatever, you know. So much stuff going on, trying to work and trying to do everything, whatever. I totally forgot with my days and everything. But yesterday was Cole's little birthday. That was the day I got him from the animal shelter last year, before we started coming back up here. So this time last year, I was on, you know, I-75 headed back toward Michigan in a moving truck because my car got totaled in Florida, and I had to rent a moving truck to get back home with all my stuff. So, but anyway, it's gonna be all good. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys. You know, I know it's not a camping video, well, but they're coming. But you know, my life isn't all about camping, you know, and sunshine and good days and making lots of money. Sometimes my days are crappy and I don't have any money and I'm not doing any camping, you know, I'm just working. But anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully it'll be a better situation.